Breaking news got me breaking. I was present, hopeless, praying. Struck down at 20, plenty left.
It's a little loud here, but I'm sitting here in Union Square. It's a Wednesday afternoon. I just had a conference at the hospital. I came downtown to check out the farmers market. Currently in PICU or pediatric ICU, and today was my off day to go to conference. And starting tomorrow, I'm gonna do like a 24-hour call, and I haven't done a 24-hour call since med school, so it should be interesting. So I'm just getting ready for that tomorrow, and rest of today's off, so I'm just gonna hang out downtown. So I'm back home now. Was at the farmers market in Union Square, went to the gym, and finally came home and started studying. So if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys know that I recently signed up for Step 3, the last step exam of my life. So I bought UWorld, which is this question bank that basically everyone uses to study for step exams. So I bought the UWorld for Step 3, and I've been doing them slowly over the past few weeks, and I'm going to continue to do them until my exam date in October. So I wanted to briefly talk to you guys about being on call tomorrow. So I said earlier that I was going to be on 24-hour call. It's slightly different than the call that I talked about in past videos. You guys know that in the past when I was on easier rotations like toxicology or anesthesia, I was on sick call, so if somebody called out sick, I would be responsible for coming in and covering that shift. So being on call tomorrow, 24 hours, is slightly different in that I'm actually physically going to be in the hospital for 24 hours, and it's just going to be taking care of stuff on the ICU floor. So during the day, it'll be just like any other day. And then in the afternoon, when the daytime staff leaves or daytime residents leave, they'll sign out their patients to me and another resident. And then as things come up overnight, we'll take care of it. But there's no like formal rounding or note writing or anything like that. So there tends to be a little more downtime when you're at the hospital for 24 hours. Sometimes not. Sometimes you're just busy, but usually there's a little bit of downtime so you can still eat. You can maybe catch a nap, or sometimes you can sleep. Sometimes you can't. Things are just busy on the floor sometimes. So it's kind of unpredictable what's going to happen and how busy I'm going to be. So that's why we have those prolonged 24-hour calls on the floors or on the ICUs. You would never have that in the emergency room because it's never not busy in the emergency room, so it would just be impossible to be in the emergency department for 24 hours. Like your brain would fry and it would just not be possible. So I also wanted to quickly show you guys my little workout tracker. The PEDS ICU is it's an ICU, but it's not crazy intense block, so I wanted to really make an effort to work out and go to the gym. So I made this little tracker on the board, and so far I'm doing well. Started this week, worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then tomorrow I won't get to go because I'll be at the hospital, and hopefully I can go at least a couple more days when I come back. I also have written here goals for the week. I think I have to do like maybe 80 more questions, and then I'll be down to having only 1,250 questions left on UWorld. So I've done a few hundred so far, but I'm trying to do at least a little bit every day. So that's what I'm up to. I'm just gonna do a few more questions and head to bed. I'm gonna pack my computer and maybe a textbook or something for tomorrow in case there's some downtime so I can study at the hospital. Time is now midnight. I have to wake up in 6 hours, so I'm gonna head to bed. Usually I get up around 6 o'clock and then I leave to get to the hospital by 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna head to bed. It's Thursday morning. I'm headed off to my 24-hour shift. It's about 6:27, so I have to leave like in the next couple minutes. I'm packing my bag. I'm bringing a little more stuff than I usually would. I'm bringing my computer and a book to study, so that if I have downtime, I can do some of that. I haven't been bringing my stethoscope because in the PICU, every room has its own like disposable stethoscope to kind of prevent spread of infection, which I think is really smart. Those disposable ones aren't like the best quality, but I think it makes sense to use individual ones for each patient. So, packing my bag and headed out. So this is our call room. The beds. Hopefully I'll get to nap a little bit. There is a computer and like a cot of some sort.
One eternity later.
It is currently midnight and I'm here in the call room. My senior resident very kindly sent me to sleep for a few hours, so I'm here. I'm actually gonna do some questions because I didn't get to do any today. I'll do some neural questions, probably maybe just like 20, and then try to get some sleep, and then I'll wake up in a little bit and then try to help out again. I feel like because pediatrics isn't my specialty, I feel like there isn't a ton that I can do to help, but I'm learning and I'm trying to do more so that I'm not like a useless person hanging around. So putting in orders and things like that, I try to help out with if I can. Anyway, it's midnight, so I will check in with you guys later. Good morning, everyone. It's so bright. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:24. I'm now on my way home. It was kind of slow like earlier in the night, but then it got really busy, so I only got to sleep about an hour, and then I was up. There are a lot of admissions. We actually had a girl with measles who came in, so it was my first time seeing like measles rash in person, so that was interesting. Yeah, it was a busy night, admitting patients, transfers from other hospitals, writing notes, writing orders, but the good thing about being busy is that time just goes by faster, so here I am on my way home. I have to go get my PPD checked today. If you work in the hospital, or I guess mostly if you work in the emergency room, and if you might come in contact with patients with tuberculosis, you have to get your PPD done every year. It's like a little skin test. So I got mine placed on Wednesday, and today is Friday, so I'm gonna go get that checked. And then hopefully maybe time for hanging out with friends, maybe going to brunch. I'm off the whole weekend, so I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Apparently they call this Platinum Weekend when you're off like after 24-hour call, and then you have rest of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So that's what I have this weekend. The time is now 1:40. Just woke up not too long ago. I was really tired. Makes sense because I've been up like 24 hours basically with just like 1 hour nap. So I feel like I slept pretty well. Now I'm headed to get my PPD read at the hospital clinic. This is what my PPD looks like. It's pretty much gone. It's a little red, but it's not like indurated, so it feels flat. So hopefully that will be like a really quick thing, and I'm gonna probably head downtown after and get some food.
Here's my breakfast. It's vanilla yogurt with strawberries, blueberries, and peach. And Ellie, hi, high five. Oh, my outfit, the PPD check outfit. Got my PPD checked. It's negative. We're now gonna grab some food with some friends. And I'm off for the rest of the weekend, so it's gonna be a good weekend. Awesome. Hello. Hello.
Hey guys, so it's Saturday night. I'm gonna close the vlog, but before I close, I wanted to answer a question that somebody asked about being on call. They asked if you get paid extra for being on call, and generally no. Residency is like a salary-based job, so no matter how many hours you work, for the most part, you get paid the same amount. There are some exceptions, so some programs will offer opportunities to do what's called moonlighting. It's basically working extra shifts so that you can make some extra money. It's kind of like overtime. Some programs also have overtime. For example, I know that at my hospital, their anesthesia program, starting second year, you can do overtime. So if you stay past a certain time, then you get paid extra for that. In my program, we can start moonlighting for extra shifts starting third year and fourth year. So you're not so junior that you need a lot of supervision, but you can actually see a lot of patients on your own. So, but for right now, when I'm doing 24-hour calls or sick calls, there's no extra payment. It's just all the same salary. So that was a question that I wanted to answer. I also wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my sleep after my 24-hour call. So I'm just looking at my sleep app here, and it says that I fell asleep Friday morning when I came home. I fell asleep around 8:20, and then I got up at 1:05. So I slept basically about 4 hours and 41 minutes, but I had pretty bad depth, meaning like it was like light sleep the whole time. And regularity is always poor for me because I sleep at different times. And I think this 24-hour thing kind of like shifted over to like last night's sleep as well. So last night it was Saturday night or Friday night to Saturday morning. I didn't have work today, so I slept in pretty late. But I couldn't fall asleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I didn't wake up until like noon. So I slept a lot. I slept almost 9 hours, but I still had pretty bad depth. And I feel like that's a trend that I've been noticing with like switching back and forth days and nights. I don't get a lot of good like deep sleep. So that's honestly one of the hardest things about residency that I really wasn't expecting, all this like sleep changes, and I feel like I'm not getting great sleep all the time. But anyway, I hope this vlog was interesting to you guys. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of an insight of what it's like to be on a 24-hour call. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.